What's up, people?
Hi. Sorry. Hi.
What's up, people?
Hi.
Welcome, everybody, to the Chef and the Wig Maker.
Period.
My name is Ed Harris.
My name is Jane Harris.
And for those of you who don't know, I am the chef.
And for those of you who don't know, I am the wig maker. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're excited to be here. Guys, I recently lost my mother. May her soul rest in peace. Unfortunately, 7 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And I'm standing here to say, not because I have, I'm fine, but I have been able to, what's the word? I have not been able to do nothing. I'm literally living day by day looking at God.
Yeah.
Because some days I don't know how I do it. Thank God I have a very, 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 very supportive husband. And I have an amazing team, my children, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my sisters. So God has been doing his thing and taking care of me. So I'm okay, and I'm getting stronger and stronger every day. So we had to go to Nigeria. We did. We hadn't been to Nigeria since we got married.
Which is over 15 years ago.
15 years ago.
Right? And, I love to travel. Jane loves to travel. So anytime we get to travel, even if it's locally, it's
so
fun.
Much fun.
Right? But going to Nigeria to bury Jane's mom, it was bittersweet. You know what I mean? Because it was
tough.
It was the second time me going back to Nigeria. And, of course, there was a lot of sadness, a lot of tears, building up to the trip, getting there, during the trip, after the trip, but Nigeria is such a beautiful place, and the people and the love that was there. It was just, it was amazing, but just what we had to do because of Jane's family line, her bloodline, we had to get permission from the palace in Nigeria. And when I say palace, I'm talking like where thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago, there was actually a palace and the king and queen was there ruling and his lords and all of that good stuff. So that's the connection with, Jane's mom. So because of that, I had no idea what I was stepping into. So we got there and we literally had to get permission from people to be able to bury her mom.
The elders.
And then on top of all of that, the levels of permission we needed, the days we needed permission, the things we had to do to get the permission was something I've never experienced in my life. And I can't really go through it in detail just because it's not something that is preview to the public. Mm-hmm. But all I can say is that it was a learning experience.
Oh my gosh.
And it was very intense.
They were calling you the American. Like, the American is, I was like, oh my God. I'm like, he's not even American.
They called me a lot of things, but it was all good. It was all love, and there was a lot of respect there as well. So that's one thing I love about culture, deep culture like Africa, Asia, the Caribbean.
Respect.
There's levels of respect, and that's something that we went through and we had to kind of fight a little bit, there was a little tug and war, of who is the oldest, who gets this, who does that. And, but we got through all of that, and we did what we had to do, right?
I will say you did so good. My people, for any of them that watching the movie Nigerians, when my people see the kind of husband where I get they thought because he's, he came from America, na lie. My husband chukan for there. If you see my husband moved, honestly, babe, I am so proud of how you carried yourself. Because you were so receptive to the culture,
of course,
and respectful of the culture. And when they saw the respect that you came with, they reciprocate. Like, it was just like an amazing exchange.
It was beautiful.
As much as it was tough. I mean, it was really tough and very expensive.
Yes.
We'll talk about that in another video because it was still an experience that I'm so glad that I did with you.
Yeah.
That's another thing. You gotta be careful who you have by your side.
Yeah.
Because there'll be some days they gonna have to, you have to know who's by your side. And thank you for your support.
100%. I'm just glad that my mom was able to watch the kids.
So we had to leave our 3 children.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So that was tough in itself.
That
you know
was
what
tough
I mean? But thank God, you know, we had the resources available to do this, because imagine having to take all 3 kids with us and deal with all of that.
That's an additional $10,000 on top of what we
and
had
it's
to
not
do.
even about the money, it's just about what we had to deal with
And the
on
places
a daily basis.
You're right.
Going
With
to
the
the
kids,
morgue, you know,
going to the morgue. Oh my God, you're
there's
right.
a lot. So granted, you're not gonna take the kids with you to the morgue, but still, it's like
we
don't have a babysitter there.
Who would have watched the kids?
Exactly. And you know, I had to be by Jane's side literally 24/7. I didn't have to, I wanted to be.
I didn't know how I was gonna be. I needed you to be.
Yeah. But you know, we celebrated her, and we'll include clips in the video, add clips and pictures and stuff. So you'll see what we're talking about, you know. But it was just really interesting, you know. And then there's the food, you know, we're vegan, so you know that was a whole situation, because
I lost like 10 pounds. No, more than that. I wasn't. I barely ate. Everything had meat or meat water or yo.
You know, it's Nigeria is a culture that is very meat centric.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
so not to say that there weren't vegan options and things like that, but majority of the people eat meat, you know. So unfortunately, some places we went, when everybody went to go get food,
I didn't meet one vegan while I was there. I didn't meet them.
That's
I'm sure
true.
they exist.
And
I didn't meet any.
We met hundreds of people.
We met hundreds of people.
Because the funeral, the event, it was pretty massive. So, but the good thing is the caterers catered to us, which was always nice, you know, which is always nice. So, yeah.
I will say though, there were 3 things: AC, woo, Wi-Fi, woo. What else? It was AC, Wi-Fi. There was one other thing. It was such a big
Water?
deal. Oh, babe, you remembered. Those 3 things, I never thought in my life. And if you can get all 3 things at the same time, you are rich. Okay?
Nah, so you know, the thing is, it's like, you know, like I'm from the Caribbean, so I get it. You know, I'm used to those kind of things. You know what I mean? But in Nigeria, loss of electricity is still a prevalent thing. You know, like you're losing electricity
3 times a day, babe.
Every week,
daily, babe.
You know, at different times of the day. You know, the good thing is it doesn't last too long, but everyone has generators, so it's like even if your AC, you know, electricity cut off, but then with the generators, not everything in your house can run. You know, you have to turn off some things. You know,
it's
so
disruptive.
It is, you know, and then you can't just drink any old water anywhere, you know, brushing your teeth. You know, it's like when we went to India, you know, you have to use bottled water to brush your teeth if you're not from India. You know, and I get it, because your body's not used to the things that are there, the organisms, the microorganisms, all that stuff. Your body's not used to it, so that's why people end up getting sick. You know, it's not that it's dirty or it's nasty or anything like that. So being there, you just have to be aware, just like when you travel any other place. Oh, and what I want to say is, the next time you're about to travel internationally and they tell you need this shot, that shot, and this vaccine, think twice.
Do your research.
Because you actually don't really need. No, I'm not giving anybody advice.
But just do your research. Don't just go by what the first person tells you. Google,
exactly.
Yeah, Google some things.
Because half of the time, if you're careful and you're in the city, you're not going anywhere crazy like the jungle, you know what I mean? Then more than likely you're safe.
Yeah, but if you need rest of mind, do what you gotta do. But just do your research.
And do it early, because a lot of the times you get these vaccinations and you get sick.
Oh my God.
You know, right before you're traveling. And
You're
it's
right.
like, who wants to deal with that? You know what I mean? So just be very proactive in terms of if you're gonna do vaccinations to travel or not. You know, just look it up, because like we went to St. Lucia for a whole month last year.
Oh my gosh.
A whole month.
We were good.
And if you go to a clinic, a travel clinic, and you tell them you're going to St. Lucia,
they'll
like tell
10
you
that
shots. You
shots.
need A, B, C, D shots. We didn't even think of it, because I'm from St. Lucia, so I'm like, we go there all the time and we don't need to get any shots. So I'm not getting any shots.
And I took my 3 kids with me who have never been, well, one of them has been, 2 had never been, and they were fine. A whole month.
We were all fine.
Yeah.
Even if we got bit by mosquitoes,
we got tore up.
We were all fine.
Yeah.
So I say this to say, be mindful, because it's
research.
A business.
It is a huge business.
It's a business, right? So, but yeah, people.
I just want to dedicate this video to my mother.
Shout out to Uwaila
Regina Oriaki. Deaconess Regina Reiki. I'm so proud of
we miss you.
The legacy she has lived. Like, I am a product of her work. You know, she's an African woman who didn't go to college, didn't go to university.
Didn't take no BS from
and
nobody.
Didn't take no BS from anyone. But she was determined. When she has a son, my older brother, and 5 girls. And she always would say, you girls are like men. I have raised you like men. And I never, like, I understood what she was saying, but now I get it.
It didn't make sense then.
Now I get it. She was trying to say, nobody can put you in a box.
Yeah.
You're a woman, man. You are just right? Because, you know, with gender, you get all these restrictions, right?
Yeah.
She goes, Jane, and then she goes, nations will call you and give you respect. Like, she prayed on me from when I was 2 years old. Like, when I could understand what she would say to me. Her expectations for me were high.
Of course.
And I'm so grateful for that. I left my country at the age of 16 to go to London for college. And I remember I did it because my parents weren't given a visa. And she was like, I know you'll be fine. Don't see yourself as this 16-year-old. See yourself as someone who has been raised to do this. So she gave me that motivation that I needed. And may her soul rest in peace. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe. And thank you, Chef, for everything. I appreciate you.
It's my pleasure.
God bless you. Guys, till the next video.
Peace.
See you soon.